Lights are out on the top of the HendrickCars.com pace truck, going green next time by at Southern Oklahoma Speedway for the high limit hustle. Southern Oklahoma Speedway, we got them racked, we got them stacked, and we've got the grandstands packed. Let's go racing off at turn number 4. We are green. Spencer Bayston out to the early lead down the back straightaway. Brad Sweet quickly up to second, getting by the number 8 of Corey Eliason. Sweet looking for win number 1 in 2024 with Kubota High Limit Racing. Off of turn number 4, Spencer Bayston wheels up on down the front straightaway. Here comes Brad Sweet, tries to look to the inside, turns 1 and 2. Bayston has momentum, puts 3 car lengths between himself and the Nop Auto Parts number 49 car. Corey Eliason coming back to call, tries to work to the outside of Brad Sweet, gets a big run down the front straightaway, side by side for P2 down the front stretch. And the number 8 of Corey Eliason takes second right back in turn number 2. Eliason now back to second, found some speed on the top of the racetrack in turn number 4, slides himself, gets to the cushion on the exit, and tries to track down the number 5 of Spencer Bayston. Brad Sweet back to the inside of Eliason. Here comes another slide job. He's got the second spot down the back straightaway. Brad Sweet now back to second. Rico Abreu running in 4th, and in 5th it's Kahne. Eliason another run off of turn number 4. Does he do anything with it down the front straightaway? Yes, he does. Looks underneath the Brad Sweet. No slider coming. He tries to run the bottom. It's not going to work. Sweet's got that spot secured. Spencer Bayston showing the way. He's already on the same straightaway as the back of the field with Danny Jennings, Jeff Sessums, and Kyle Clark. Bayston trying to run away and hide from Brad Sweet, who's now under fire once again from Corey Eliason. Works the bottom real nice right there, getting a little bit sideways on the exit of turn number 2 and gives up some real estate. Eliason back to the outside of Brad Sweet. We got a caution. We got one around in turn 2. It is the 55 of Chris Windom. Caution is out with 5 laps into the books. 25 to go. The 55 of Chris Windom, and the NOS Energy Drink Vermeer Motorsports 55 is spun around in turn 2.
Chase, he was running 10th at the time of going around. I didn't have eyes on it myself either, but a really good start to the night here in Southern Oklahoma for Chris Windom, as he was running 10th at the time of the yellow flag.
Chris Windom started 9th in this feature. As you mentioned, was running 10th at the time. We'll take a look at a Flow Racing replay from the drone, and we'll see what happened here to Chris Windom. And wow, he spun out and nearly clocked the 13 of Justin Peck right there. If those two would have made contact, I could almost certainly guarantee that Peck's night would have came to an end, would have destroyed the rear end on that car. And honestly, I wouldn't have been a bit surprised, because Peck has had the worst luck of any driver in the entire Kubota High Limit Racing field of anybody. And would have just been no shock at all to see him have another bad night, but we're hoping that that is not the case. We've got a car going to the work area, and that is Windom. We'll see if they try to make any repairs. Clinton Boyles, Carson Perkins, and the crew will take a look. They've got a right rear tire in hand. And Windom is signaling for the team to come over. We're going to take a look at the drivers. Wow, lots of moving and shaking there at the Frozen Farmer Pig Pint. What is going on there? That had to be at least 8 cars. 2 go bottom, 2 go top, 2 go bottom, 2 go top. So a lot of games being played here with the Frozen Farmer Pig Pint right there. And Chris Windom climbing out of the 55 car now. We're coming back to green. Bayston with 25 laps to go, hammers the gas and picks up the front wheels off at turn number 4. Brad Sweet trying to make quick work of the CJB Motorsports number 5. He takes the lead down the back straightaway. Brad Sweet to the top spot in turn number 2. Sweet now to the inside in turns 3 and 4. Bayston gets a run on him down the front straightaway. Looks to the inside, but gets a little bit too sideways and scrubs off some speed. Brad Sweet right to the middle of the racetrack in 1 and 2. Now Rico Abreu up to the 3rd spot. Remember, Abreu, he is the Durst Dice Roll driver. If he can win tonight, that would be 2 Durst Dice Roll winners in a row with Kubota High Limit Racing. Corey Day now trying to get underneath of Casey Kahne. That's the race for about the 7th position, and the number 14 car is going to make the pass on Casey Kahne. Now Corey Day's up to 6th. Bayston has switched the lines, takes the number 5 car to the inside off of turn number 4, trying to find a way to track down the 49 of Brad Sweet. Sweet pulling away by 10 car lengths now is Corey Day now into the top 5. Corey Day getting by the 19 of Brent Marks, and he is on the march. Corey Day on the march to the front of the field, and right behind him as well, the 7BC. Tyler Courtney from 12th now up to the 7th position in car number 7BC, and sizing up the 19 of Brent Marks down the back straightaway. Tyler Courtney right around the tractor tires in turns 3 and 4, pulls up alongside of Brent Marks, racing for P6 into turn number 1. Courtney tries a slider, it's going to clear. Can Brent Marks cross him up? The answer is no to that. The 7BC's up to 6th. We got one around in turn 2 as the yellow comes out, this time for the 5T of Ryan Timms. Ryan Timms around in turn 2. He's definitely going the right direction, but did a 360 through the infield there. A lot happened on the last time we went to the Frozen Farmer Pick Pint. This time it looks to be a little bit more tame as everybody going, well, there's a little bit of a change right there as Thorson will follow McFadden to the bottom. But Tanner Thorson is making some moves in this one. Might be the biggest mover so far in this race. Best lap time presented by Jake's Golf Carts, 14.556 so far for Brad Sweet. 23 drivers still remain on the racetrack. The only one out of this one is the 55 of Chris Windom. As we've got 20 laps to go in this race as Brad Sweet, Rico, Abreu. Great restart for him as he looks underneath the Bayston for second into turn number 1. Bayston with momentum down the backstretch. Here comes Corey Day again. Corey Day now up to 4th. He got by Eliason on the restart. And Corey has got the bottom absolutely dialed. He's into the 3rd spot down the front straightaway. Corey Day looking for the hat trick here tonight at Southern Oklahoma Speedway. Man, the last 3 races, Corey Day in the middle of the race has absolutely found something. The yellow's back out. Ryan Timms in turn 2, this time on the top of the racetrack. Will that lap count, however, for Corey Day? The answer to that question is yes. So he will restart in 3rd. Corey Eliason now 4th. Tyler Courtney 12th to 5th. I felt like at RPM when Corey Day won and at Red Dirt when he won, he kind of just hung out for the first 10 or so laps, and then something clicked right at the midpoint of the race, and he started moving forward. It's happening again.
Yeah, and you wonder, is that what Shane Bowers, Noisy, his crew chief, is doing as far as setup, or is that just something in Corey Day where he's learning the car, learning the track, and then getting to a point where he feels comfortable to really get aggressive with it? I don't know the answer to that, but I'm excited to watch this race and try to learn.
Yeah, he is extremely good on the inside of the racetrack here, and we'll see if he can find a way by Spencer Bayston to move into 2nd and then maybe challenge Brad Sweet with 19 laps to go. Not a good restart for Corey Day. He's 3 wide with Tyler Courtney and Corey Eliason down the front straightaway, and Sunshine with a great restart moves into the 3rd spot after getting by Eliason and Day. Tyler Courtney 12th to 3rd. Now Corey Day, he didn't like that very much. Throws a big slider at Tyler Courtney right to the cooker in turn number 4. Wow, close call there for Corey Day. Now looking underneath the number 5 of Spencer Bayston for 2nd. Corey Day, wowzers, is he exciting to watch with the Kubota High Limit Racing Sprint Cars. Brad Sweet out to a big lead, this time by. That lead has grown to over half of a second over the number 5 of Spencer Bayston. Tyler Courtney tries a slider, comes up short on Corey Day. He's going to stick in that 4th position for now. Here comes Corey Day, back to the inside of Spencer Bayston. Not going to clear it that time. Bayston drives around him for P2. Corey Day sizes him up once again, looks to the bottom of the racetrack in turns 1 and 2. Can't find a way by, but gets good drive off the bottom. Corey Day to 2nd down the back straightaway. Corey Day slides up the racetrack, parks it on the front porch of Spencer Bayston. Bayston crosses him up, maintains 2nd down the front straightaway. Tyler Courtney now coming to call as well. The 7BC's now to 3rd. Tyler Courtney now to 3rd around the outside of the 14. Corey Day with another Hail Mary slider into turns 3 and 4. Can't make the pass. Sunshine 12th to 3rd. Tyler Courtney now to 3rd. Here comes Rico. He'll throw a slider and move up to the 4th spot by Corey Day. James McFadden is moving forward as well. McFadden is up into the 7th spot in car number 83. Tyler Courtney now trying to track down the number 5 of Spencer Bayston. That's the race for the 2nd position. Does not look like the bottom of the racetrack in 1 and 2 at least. Does not have much speed left to it. A lot of guys migrating up to the high side. Tyler Courtney's found a little bit of a groove off of turn number 4. He runs the top entering turn 3 and gets to the middle on the exit of 4. Pulls up alongside of Bayston for 2nd. Bayston knows he's there now. 11 laps to go for Brad Sweet as he works into the traffic to the outside of Ryder. Laplante puts him 1 lap down. Sunshine, here's the slider for second at turn number 1. Tyler Courtney from 12th to 2nd into 7BC. The Kubota High Limit Racing point leader from 12th to 2nd and now trying to track down his closest championship rival, Brad Sweet. The last time by, the lap times for Tyler Courtney was much, much faster, 0.6 of a second faster than Brad Sweet. Courtney has found a home right through the middle off of turn number 4, and he is definitely tracking down Brad Sweet with lap traffic in his way. Corey Day trying to get back by Rico Abreu as Sweet has got 2 cars side by side right in front of him, and you can see Tyler Courtney back behind him trying to track him down. The last time by was a 17.01 for Brad Sweet. For Tyler Courtney, a 16.293. 7 to go this time by. If he can keep up that pace, he might be able to catch up to the Napa 49. Sweet now works to the outside of Jeff Sessums, gets by him and puts him a lap down. A dogfight going on for this 4th position as Corey Day and Rico Abreu are going at it as they work to try and get by the slower car of Ryder Laplante. Corey Day tries a short slider. They nearly bang wheels in turn 3. Bayston is there as well, running that 3rd spot. Corey Day trying to drive it in deep into turn number 1. Will slide by Rico. Rico spins around, tags the wall, and somehow it's straightened him back out. He keeps on going. Rico Abreu, a little love tap to the wall, straightened him back out. Close call there for Rico. He gathers it back in. He's still running back in the 6th position. Tyler Courtney not going to have enough time with what is going on right now. He's going to need a little bit of a mistake or a lap car to hold up the 49 of Brad Sweet. He has certainly closed the gap, though. A 16.708 last time by for Brad Sweet and another 16.118 for Tyler Courtney. Courtney definitely catching him. He might be able to get there in time. 3 laps to go, and Tyler Courtney's got the fishing pole out. He is reeling in your race leader. Tyler Courtney might have found some rubber right there. There is definitely some rubber in turn number 1, and Tyler Courtney may have found it before Brad Sweet. 2 laps to go for Tyler Courtney, and Brad Sweet's got to deal with the $9 Kyle Clark. Kyle Clark up the road, running right in the groove of Brad Sweet. It might come down to a last lap pass if Sweet gets held up. Here's the white flag for the Big Cat. One more time around, car off the racetrack and around at turn 1. The caution, I believe, is going to have to come out, and it does. The yellow is out for Brenham Crouch, who spun off the track in turn 1. This race is not over yet. Brenham Crouch running in the 17th position at the time of the incident, spins off in turn number 1 to draw a caution. There he is right there. You cannot see him from where we're sitting at, but the drone's got a good view of him sitting over in the grass. Definitely some rubber down about 3 lanes off the bottom. It looked to me like Tyler Courtney had found it before Brad Sweet. But then Sweet, being the 5-time Outlaw champ that he is, he definitely noticed it was there and moved down. Tyler Courtney was absolutely pouring the coal to that thing right there. He was tracking down Sweet. Even in the rubber, Sweet could not get by the slower cars. So this race will be a green-white checkered. It will be extended to a 31-lap event. 31 laps, so 2 laps to go. Can Tyler Courtney put a hero move on Brad Sweet to win his 3rd Kubota High Limit Racing event of the season and extend his points lead over the Napa number 49? Spencer Bayston runs in 3rd. Corey Day 4th. Brent Marks in 5th. And then you've got Rico, McFadden, Thorson. Good run for him. Good run for PPM as well. And then Corey Eliason top 10. Here we go, back to the green flag as Brad Sweet gets a great restart there. Tyler Courtney tried to run the rubber on the restart. It did not work, and he's going to be under fire from Spencer Bayston. Bayston nearly gets into the side of your points leader. Brent Marks makes a pass on Corey Day for the 4th spot. Car into the wall in the back straightaway. McFadden and Thorson got together as they come to the white flag. Brad Sweet, 1 lap to go. McFadden and Thorson not too happy with each other there on that lap. But Brad Sweet down the back straightaway. It has taken 8 races, but Brad Sweet, the big cat, will finally get a win with Kubota High Limit Racing in 2024. He wins the High Limit Hustle. Tyler Courtney, Spencer Bayston, Brent Marks, and Corey Day, the top 5. And it is raining. It is raining outside right now, but it is perfect timing because Brad Sweet has taken the checkered with the victory. Tyler Courtney 2nd, Spencer Bayston 3rd, Brent Marks 4th, Corey Day 5th, and then Rico, Abreu, Tanner Thorson. Behind those guys, we had James McFadden 8th, Parker Price Miller 9th, and Corey Eliason finishes in 10th. Brad Sweet climbs up top, your winner tonight of the High Limit Hustle. Brad Sweet, your winner. Here at the Southern Oklahoma Speedway, he'll climb off the back of the Casey Kahne Racing Mike Curb, number 49, steps around the front of the race car, picks up his $12,000 check, and he'll now talk to Tony Laporta.
$12,000. He got that check up off the ground. Brad, 8 races with Kubota High Limit Racing. You guys have had a couple podium finishes, but you put the whole night together and stand on top of the wing. What had to go right tonight for you guys?
We just been working on the car. Eric and you know, Ty and Zane have been doing a good job. We've just been kind of missing it, we've been qualifying good and been making bad decisions in the race. But tonight we made better decisions and got the car pointing in a better direction, and you know, just kind of got some good starts there, and you know, still wasn't sure exactly where to be with the race car, but definitely a lot closer tonight. Just really happy to get my first high limit win. You know, we put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in this series, and just thankful for all the fans that come out and support it, and just really happy to get a win with the Snap Auto Parts car.
Okay, so 2 questions here. Did you know that Tyler Courtney was coming as fast as he was behind you once he cleared traffic? And when the white flag was out and that yellow flew, what went through your mind?
Yeah, I wasn't too worried. I mean, I saw the 7BC on the board, but it had kind of taken some rubber. So just kind of patience, you know, experience breeds patience, and I just knew I needed to get down the straightaways good. I wasn't doing great, but I knew if I could just kind of maintain or a little bit of a gap with that lap car. I didn't want to get too close to him, but yeah, just happy that we got the win. It doesn't really matter how you do it, and just happy that finally we beat these guys. They've been kicking our butts the last few nights.
Well, you had an excellent restart there coming to the green, white, and checkered. So as a high roller, a full-time racer with Kubota High Limit Racing in 2024, every time a high roller wins a feature, they get to choose where our angel donors $1,000 goes. What charity are you sending that $1,000 to tonight?
Well, coming from being a Shriners patient until I was 18, I'd like to donate the $1,000 to the Shriners Hospital.
That is really cool. It's his first career victory ever with Kubota High Limit Racing. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the big cat, Brad Sweet, your winner. Ty Wolfgang is car chief, 2nd trip to victory lane here at Southern Oklahoma. He won back in 2020 with Brock Zierfoss. There's a little bit of Southern Oklahoma history for you. Tyler Courtney, you were driving like a man possessed tonight, 12th to 2nd, and you had a great shot at it there. If the yellow wouldn't have come out, we finished the race under green, would things have ended any differently, do you think?
I don't know. It's tough to say. With the track conditions, it's going to be pretty tough to pass Brad. I was going to have to get a really good run, and hope I didn't, you know, miss the rubber sliding across there. So, but all in all, for our Not Drink LA's Custom Trailers 7BC to come from 12th tonight and, you know, still end up on the podium, I think says a lot about my team for not giving up on me after my 2 pretty horrendous laps there in qualifying, and just digging deep in the heat, and then really digging deep there in the features. So just hats off to this place. It was I feel like there was action all over the place, and yeah, hopefully we'll see everybody here tomorrow at Salina.
Back-to-back second-place finishes for your championship point leader. That's the man they call Sunshine, Tyler Courtney. Spencer Bayston started this race on the inside of the front row. He is already debriefing with crew chief Barry Jackson. Spencer, I can't imagine you're happy with that result. It is your first trip to the podium here in 2024 with Kubota High Limit Racing. What went on in that race?
Starting up front, anytime you're able to draw the pull of the dash and win the dash, obviously pressure's on at that point, right? You got to go out and perform, and I think early we set a really, really good pace, and the track, as it started to go away, started to kind of struggle just a little bit more, kind of figuring out where I needed to be. First night for us, being up front in these restarts. Obviously, Brad is king at these restarts, and there's a couple things I'm already thinking about that I need to keep in mind for next time. But overall, just really, really proud of the CJB5 team, the True Timber 5. Big thank you to all of our partners with JRC Transportation, Ice Crete and Landis, CNS Lawn and Landscape, PhilPools.com. It's just we have a really good group of guys behind us. We've been struggling the last couple weeks a little bit ever since we took that break. But, we're starting to kind of click on a couple things here. Learned a lot tonight racing up front, and hopefully I can apply that here tomorrow and in the coming weeks.
I called you a tortured poet before we went green, and you kind of feel like a bit of a tortured poet right now. Started first, finished third. Spencer Bayston and that CJB team say they already are thinking about what they need to work for the next time out. Chase, well, the good news is we're going to go racing again in a little bit less than 24 hours when Kubota High Limit Racing runs their 9th race of the 2024 season in Salina, Oklahoma.